Well, I'm Ruth Jones.
And I'm Ed Jones.
And we're from Morganton, North Carolina.
Well, we got interested in becoming RVers, and we saw a lot of YouTube videos, and we really enjoyed the ones with the Renegade and with Chuck Ciccarelli, and we got to talking, and so we called out here, and we spoke to Ben Ciccarelli, and we were very happy with all this information that he gave us, and we decided to get a Super C from Renegade, from IWS. Even though we live 2,300 miles away, we really liked the integrity of the IWS family. And we are very happy we did, because Ben led us to the right coach, the right ads to the coach, and the setup that IWS puts on the coach, the way they get the coach ready. We didn't know all of this until we got out here to pick our coach up, what all they had done, and we're very happy with it. And Chuck told us when we were on our way leaving, he said, "You'll be more impressed with the service now than you have been with getting and buying your coach here." And boy, he was dead on. We are extremely happy with all this service and attention that we have received since we purchased our Renegade here.
I'd just like to add that we have not camped. We've never had any kind of an RV. And so the Ciccarellis set us up for success. And they've been there every step of the way. If we ever had a question, we called, and they were right there on the phone with help. And not that we had any big problems, we haven't. Our coach has been just about trouble-free. It was a learning curve for us, and so we would call and just ask, how do you do this, or how do you do that? Even though before we ever left the lot, they showed us everything we needed to know. It was just so much information that we needed to hear it again sometimes. But they were great.
Yes.
Ben and Chuck, yeah.
Yeah, and the technicians have been here for a long time. They're very caring and accomplished, and we just love stopping in. I told Ben that we would probably stop in once a year, because we like to come out west, and they have taken care of everything. When we stop in, it's just like family here, and they have a wonderful facility, 5 or 6 bays, beautiful facility here, and they do take care of you.
They do. Their manner is wonderful. Their attention to detail is unsurpassed, I believe, in many ways. They completely take care of us. So they really did set us up for success.
Well, we have, since we are in a Renegade, Renegade has had a group that puts on some rallies. So out of 6 rallies, we were not owners of when they had their first rally, but we have been to 5 rallies, and that has taken us from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, to Casa Grande, Arizona, the mountains of Tennessee. They've had one up at Shipshewana, Indiana, near the home of Renegade, which is in Bristol. And we have just come from one that was in South Dakota. And
with each one, we have added to it and seen a good bit of the country.
And so so when we come to one, we plan on staying out for a month or 2, and we just travel around, and we always try to make a trip through Mountain Home, Idaho, and just have things looked at, and a few little things we buy here, and we just and we spend the night. We really like spending the night out back, and just looking at all the inventory that IWS has.
Beautiful coaches here on the lot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, our service it's just routine service. We have a local Freightliner dealer that does our preventive maintenance services, which includes the oil changes and the generator oil change. But we like to come here. I don't get up on the roof, so we like to come here and have our roof inspected, have the under the coach inspected, and just general inspections of things to make sure everything is good. And they always wash our coach when we come. They have a beautiful indoor washing bay, and it's just amazing the services that IWS offers. And we always have some questions, and they always know the answer. So, Ruth?
Well, I mean, it amazes me that nothing is too small for them. I mean, we'll ask them to check out this little cabinet or look at this screw or whatever, and they fix it. They're not too busy to check on our little things that we see. We absolutely recommend IWS, and we have when we're at the rallies. People, they find out we go to IWS, they always want to know, how is that place? And we tell them that they're absolutely fabulous. Why? I think we've addressed that. Their attention to detail, their superb handling of their guests. They're very courteous. They listen to everything you say. They address every issue if you have any. We would definitely recommend, and we do.
Yeah, and they gave us a 24/7 phone number to call a tech, and even though we have only used it a few times, but the times we have used it, it gets answered, and the question we have gets resolved, and it's just been wonderful. Very, very high quality dealership here at IWS.